Well, happy four weddings and a funeral to you. What's going on, everybody? It's me, Carson. I'm here with my dear buddy Groot, and we watched this great romantic comedy that I had somehow never seen. It happens to be from one of the greatest years in film ever. That's just a fact. 1994 is stacked with some of your favorite movies: Pulp Fiction, Forrest Gump, Shawshank Redemption, Lion King, Chungking Express. Hell, Hoop Dreams came out in 94, people. And this film, Four Weddings and a Funeral, the one written by Richard Curtis, directed by Mike Newell, who you may know. Mike Newell directed one of the Harry Potter films, Goblet of Fire. Shout out to Harry Potter. But yeah, Four Weddings and a Funeral. How had I never seen this movie before? It is so good. I've seen a lot of Richard Curtis's work before. Maybe you have too. You've seen Love Actually or Notting Hill. This is the same guy. And Hugh Grant, God bless him, became a star with this film, Four Weddings and a Funeral. I don't know why I never watched it. Maybe, I was a kid when it came out and it was a rated R romantic comedy. So somehow it just didn't ever wind up in front of me. But I've seen all the other damn romantic comedies that these people have made, so it only made sense to pick it this week and check it out. And I just absolutely fell in love with it. I think it's such a great movie. I think it really holds up. Some of the things about it were like pushing being a little dated, but then as the story would continue, I was like, oh no, we handle this very well. This film was nominated for 2 Academy Awards after winning some BAFTAs and some Golden Globes. Hugh Grant won Best Actor in a Comedy for this at the Golden Globes. His speech is hilarious, by the way. If you want to go on YouTube and check out Hugh Grant's Golden Globe acceptance speech for this film, it's really fun. But the Academy nominated it for Best Original Screenplay and Best Picture. Keep in mind, back in the day, they used to only nominate 5 movies for Best Picture. And like I said, 1994, absolutely stacked year. And this film was one of the 5 nominated for Best Picture. So it is pretty incredible if you think about it. Another great one from this year, Quiz Show. Holy shit, love that movie too. But yeah, this it's just such a great concept. First of all, how about that little misdirect, right? I thought we were going to see 4 weddings and end with a funeral, but they sneak that funeral in right before the 4th wedding in the most poignant scene in the whole film. Yeah, Hugh Grant plays a great character in this. He's seemingly invited to every wedding in England, him and all of his friends. But he, of course, meets an American girl played by Andie MacDowell, who, I don't know what y'all think. There's some discourse on the internet and in reviews and things that maybe she was miscast for this role. I don't know if she was. I think that she held it down. I think Andie MacDowell held it down as Carrie. Yeah, Carrie. She was great, man. And the all-star, right? In my opinion, there's two people that absolutely come out guns blazing in this film, and that's Rowan Atkinson and Simon Callow. Simon Callow is a great actor. He's been in so many things, but he plays one of the 2 friends who are in a gay relationship, and they really like kind of subtly present this gay relationship. It's only really hinted at. It's never really like straight out they say it until, of course, spoiler alert city, by the way, if you haven't watched the movie. Once Simon Callow's character does in fact die, he is the funeral that we go to, and his lover who speaks at the funeral gives the most beautiful speech about his love, and you're kind of left with the most true, loving relationship in the whole film is between these 2 men. So I thought that they handled that really well. I think that, like I said kind of earlier, it hasn't aged poorly. It actually, I really admire that the strongest relationship and the strongest example of love in the whole film is of these 2 men, and that we have to experience it fully at the funeral. And so it really just adds a real weight to the story. Of course, Hugh Grant and Andie MacDowell are just constantly missing each other. I thought that it was going to be like they were going to keep missing each other all the way until the funeral, because that's just how I thought it was going to go down. But no, they hook up at the first wedding. He clearly is like falling head over heels for her. You kind of get the sense that maybe she's just looking to hook up, but you also see through their interactions that there are real feelings for each other here. But of course, by the second wedding, she's engaged to someone else, and the third wedding is her wedding to somebody else. So it's like, my mind was just kind of blown. All of my expectations of what I thought this movie were not quite the case. Also, how about the beginning of that film? The first several lines of the movie are just the word fuck in different layers and different attitudes. But yeah, Hugh Grant's character is constantly waking up late. It's kind of a fun theme, actually, that he's always late to every wedding that he goes to, and it's such a part of who he is that he's even late at picking who his wife's gonna be. He waits all the way until his wedding day when he's about to be married to bail and go be with Andie MacDowell. And when that scene where he stops her in the park and he's totally bumbling that whole monologue, and he does the bit about like David Cassidy once said, "I think I love you." That whole speech, man, was just Hugh Grant exploding into a star. And yeah, I mean, it made perfect sense to me why Hugh Grant became a star after this film. And like I already mentioned, his speech at the Golden Globes also probably won over some people and made them go, I should cast that guy. What's Hugh Grant's best role? I don't know. This is one of them, but Paddington 2 might be his best role. Hot take? Probably not. He was nominated for a BAFTA for that, so let's be real. Yeah, I don't even have a whole lot else to say other than I love Richard Curtis. I'm so glad that I finally watched this damn movie. I've seen Love Actually like 900 times, actually. So it was nice to see something else of his. You know, my girlfriend loves Notting Hill. My mother loves Notting Hill. I have seen it before, but after watching this, I think I'm due for a rewatch on that as well. Last thing I'm going to say, special shout out, Rowan Atkinson, who I believe you will know him as Mr. Bean and in many other things, but he was the star of the television program Black Adder, which was a BBC program that is written by Richard Curtis. And so it was so fun to see him in this film, and when he is the priest at the wedding and he's just messing up all the words, it's a master stroke in comedy. I was laughing out loud, just pissing myself on the couch watching that scene. That scene probably made me laugh the hardest. But yeah, it's just such a delightful film. If you've never seen it before, I'm sorry that I just spoiled it all for you. If you have seen it before, but it's been a while, watch it again. It's on HBO Max, baby. Just throw that sucker on and have a nice evening. Yeah, that's it. So, Groot, got anything to say? Nah, I'm Groot, of course. That's what he always says. Follow us at Filmstruck Film Club. Be sure you're keeping up with all of our picks and these reviews. Always feel free to hit me up with a little comment or a little message. Let me know what you thought of the film, or letting me know if there's a film you'd like us to watch together. I would love to communicate with y'all, so hit me up. But other than that, we got another pick coming, so be on the lookout for that. And otherwise, enjoy your 4 weddings and your funeral. And yeah, much love. I hope you guys enjoyed the film. Peace out.